Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is Gaming with Sal. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to go ahead and share an idea that I had with you guys for Black Ops 4 and how to make it a little bit more enjoyable, especially for all of you old school Call of Duty players out there. And what I mean by that is basically the idea of being able to have the option to turn our score streaks into kill streaks. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how is that even possible? We have score streaks here in Black Ops 4. How are you going to turn that into kill streaks? Well, first of all, of course, let me go ahead and explain for all of you guys who are new to Call of Duty. We never always had score streaks to begin with. We had kill streaks, which of course you were able to earn your streaks just by getting a certain amount of kills that streak required. Nowadays, we have score streaks where not only can you get your streaks by getting kills, but you can also get your streaks by playing the objectives. Now, both have their pros and cons, which I'm not really going to get into too much in this video because then that would just drag the topic for way too long. But the point is, kill streaks are good for game modes such as like TDM, kill confirm, any game mode basically that is based around kills. And score streak, of course, is good for modes like domination, for, you know, something like control, basically any game mode that requires you to have to play a certain objective. So going back to that question, how are you going to turn score streaks into kill streaks? We only have score streaks here. That's not possible. Well, that's actually kind of wrong, because if we go back to a game like Call of Duty World War II, they actually introduced a basic training, which is the same thing as a perk in that game, called Blitzkrieg, during an event called Blitzkrieg. And basically what this new basic training did was that it allowed you to turn your score streaks into kill streaks. So for example, the UAV in that game costs you about like 500 score, right? Well, if you use the Blitzkrieg basic training, you can turn that 500 score into 4 kills in a row. Or if like the glide bomb, for example, or in that case, the Predator missile for all of you old school fans out there, that costed about like what, 650 points within World War II, but if you use the Blitzkrieg basic training, it would only cost you 5 kills in a row. So basically what I'm trying to say is that something like the Blitzkrieg basic training in Call of Duty World War II allowed players who enjoyed using kill streaks within the Call of Duty franchise to be able to do that, while allowing players who like to play the objective a lot and like the idea of being able to earn their streaks by playing the objective can use score streaks. So in a way, it kind of met the needs of both players, and that's something that can tremendously help a multiplayer experience for a game like Call of Duty, because you're catering to the needs of different kinds of players in the same game. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how are they going to do that here in Black Ops 4? World War II added another basic training. Are they going to add like another perk or something like that to be able to make this happen in Black Ops 4? According to my idea, no. Instead, what I was thinking is, what if they went ahead and created a brand new gear altogether for us to be able to use and turn our score streaks into kill streaks? So for those of you guys who don't know already, and I would be really surprised if you didn't, especially if you play Black Ops 4, in Create a Class, we have a section that is called Gear now, which includes things like the stim shot, the cosmic device, the equipment charge, the acoustic sensor, etc. What if they went ahead and decided to add another gear in there that would allow you to turn your score streaks into kill streaks? I mean, we already have one gear called the cosmic device that allows your score streaks to be a little bit more cheaper than they originally are, so why not add another gear that can make this idea happen? And this way, this brings a new way to play Black Ops 4, and the way kill streaks can help you play Black Ops 4 in a much more different way is, well, when it comes to, like I said, game modes like TDM and kill confirmed, or any sort of game mode that is based around the idea of getting kills or having to, you know, take out the enemy a lot to get the victory. Those game modes, people can actually go in and play with kill streaks so that they can earn their score streaks, or in this case kill streaks, much more easily. I mean, think about it, right? When you go into a game mode such as Safeguard, the only amount of score you get for getting a kill on another enemy is 50 score, and on top of that, if you want to get any additional score, you have to be the one to either lead the robot to the other save point, or you have to be the one to keep destroying the robot. So in a way, when it comes down to a mode like Safeguard, it's not really typically the best place to go to earn score streaks. But if you can go ahead and put this piece of gear on, whatever they decide to call it, that can allow you to turn it into kill streaks, suddenly Safeguard ends up becoming a much more fun game mode to play. Or what about something like Search and Destroy? Score streaks take forever to earn in that game, but what if you can go ahead and turn your score streaks into kill streaks, and therefore you can actually go ahead and start to use streaks a little bit more in Search and Destroy, and that way it makes the game mode a little bit more different and more enjoyable. In a way, what I'm trying to say is that this will allow players who've always enjoyed kill streaks, and like I said, the old school players, to come back to a new Call of Duty title and play it as if that feature never really left the series to begin with, and still allow players who like to play the objective to continue doing what they've always been doing for these past couple of years. I feel like it would bring a much more diverse way of playing Call of Duty, in my opinion, and would actually make some of these streaks more enjoyable, because let's be honest, nobody wants to get 550 points for just a UAV in a game mode like Safeguard. That's like about what, 10 to 11 kills right there, maybe even 12 depending on the math. But the point is that's ridiculous. We need to have a system that allows us to use our streaks in more than just one way. But once again, you guys, this is just my opinion only. Now, even though all of this sounds really awesome and it sounds like it would be a really fun experience when it comes to Call of Duty, there are also many reasons to why this could be a bad thing as well. Because I already know what some of you guys are probably thinking, especially for the ones who really enjoy score streaks. What's going to happen if we end up putting this gear into the game? I mean, people are just going to go ahead and just jump into domination or control or whatever game mode that lasts for a long time and not really play the objective, and instead just keep going for kills to earn their streaks. And next thing you know, these objective game modes will have no value anymore. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that's a very strong point, and I can see where you guys are coming from, especially, like I said, the ones who love to play objective game modes. But at the same time, here's my way of looking at it, right? When it comes down to kill streaks, people who want to use it can use it, and once again, it's probably going to cater to the people who are most likely old school Call of Duty fans, or just people who discover that they like kill streaks much more better, and those people are definitely going to go ahead and jump into game modes like domination and, you know, play as people who are just going to keep going after kills and not really capture the flag. However, those players who decide to use kill streaks in this game are going to have to sacrifice a point in the create a class system in order to be able to use that piece of gear that allows them to run kill streaks in the first place. And you're probably thinking, well, that's not good enough. That's still going to ruin the game. I see that, and that's why I'm saying that it's not the best way to counter that argument. It is still a concern. However, for those of you guys who want to run score streaks and play the objective, you're not going to be losing that one extra point in your create a class, but the ones who want to run kill streaks will be losing that one extra point. And one extra point in the create a class system goes a long way, you guys. Sometimes you might end up putting attachments on your weapons and, you know, carrying a secondary in your gear, and next thing you know, you don't have enough points for maybe an extra perk that you needed and you need to give something up, or maybe you need to run an extra attachment and you need to put the primary gunfighter wild card on, but there's not enough points to do that, you know, something like that. And that's really going to not completely make the player suffer, but it will have to make them sacrifice something in order to get that sort of ability when it comes to streaks in this game. So it's probably not the best way to balance things out. However, when it comes down to it, World War II didn't really show that much of a problem where people weren't playing the objective anymore. I mean, personally speaking, I was running the Blitzkrieg basic training on a lot of my classes because I did enjoy the kill streak system much more better. However, I still found myself capturing flags and helping my teammates out, and I still found people helping me out whenever they were running the Blitzkrieg basic training. So in a way, it really wasn't that big of a problem now that I'm looking back on World War II. But then again, this is Black Ops 4, so it does play differently, and therefore, if they did go ahead and add a gear or an ability like this one way or another to allow our streaks to become kill streaks, it could possibly most definitely play different here in BO4. So I don't know, this is where I'm going to go ahead and give it back to you guys. Do you guys think it would be a good idea for them to add an additional gear that allows us to turn our streaks into kill streaks, or no? Let me know in the comment section below of what you guys think. I just wanted to go ahead and quickly share this idea with everyone just because I feel like it's a very strong idea and it would be pretty cool to see in Black Ops 4. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links will always be in the description below, and I will go ahead and talk to you guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves and bye.